everyone's Kiki. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been following the journey of our favorite 1000-year-old elven mage, you know that her iconic outfit strikes the perfect balance between timeless elegance and practical fantasy traveler style. Today, we are sewing up the complete Frieren Cosplay Costume Set from scratch. This build focuses on two essential pieces. First, the elegant striped Bustier long-sleeve dress, featuring a clean square neckline, precise horizontal chest stripes, high-contrast waist detailing, and tailored wide cuffs. Second, the signature cropped shoulder capelet, complete with structured shoulder lines, a clean standing collar, and crisp gold-edge binding. Whether you are crafting this for an upcoming convention, a photo shoot, or just expanding your fantasy wardrobe, this step-by-step tutorial will guide you through every cut, press, and seam. Before we jump in, make sure to check out the printable digital sewing pattern and the included studio guide linked down in the description box below. Thread your machines, grab your fabrics, and let's get sewing. To make sewing this entire set as seamless as possible, I've broken this design down into two separate digital patterns. First, the striped Bustier long sleeve dress, which is rated a 4 out of 10 for difficulty due to the precision needed for the Bustier stripe, waist seam, and sleeve cuffs. Second, the matching high collar buttoned capelet, rated a very beginner-friendly 2 out of 10 for difficulty, focusing on clean trim lines and a crisp standing collar. Both patterns are available in sizes XS to 2XL and are formatted for both standard home A4 printing and A0 large format continuous printing. Before cutting into your fashion fabrics, be sure to review the included pattern info guide. Inside, you will find our complete fabric recommendations, yardage estimates, and a dedicated material checklist to help you budget and plan your build. Every single pattern piece clearly indicates the cutting quantities, grain lines, and mirror requirements right on the sheet. If you are printing at home on A4 paper, always make sure your printer scaling is set to 100% or actual size. Print the test page first and verify the test square with the ruler. To assemble your tile pages, simply align the printed corner hyphens, boundary marks, and studio logos across the borders. Tape the pages securely in sequence according to the row and column grid read out. Cut along the pattern outlines and you are ready to cut fabric. Now let's talk about fabrics and materials. Ideally, a matte satin gabardine is a fantastic choice for this build to give it that authentic, practical adventure vibe. However, I actually had plenty of black and white Duchess fabric in my studio stash, so I decided to use that instead. It gives the outfit a very beautiful elevated structure. For Frieren's signature gold bands, I used a stunning gold Georgette satin. I chose this specifically so the subtle shine of the gold perfectly matches the sheen of the Duchess fabric, keeping the entire look cohesive because we want those sharp anime silhouettes. Interfacing is essential. Make sure to pick up some fusible interfacing to stabilize the standing collar, the sleeve cuffs, and all the band trims so they stay crisp and don't wrap while you sew. Finally, for your hardware and notions, you will need a 20 to 22-inch concealed zipper for the dress. You will also need some fasteners like snap buttons or hook and eyes for securing the belt and capelet collar, plus a matching buckle for the front of the belt. To ensure accurate sizing and clean lines, always start by thoroughly pressing all your fabrics with an iron to eliminate any wrinkles or creases before you begin cutting. Once your fabrics are completely smooth, lay them flat on your cutting table. Arrange your pattern pieces on top, making sure to align every piece strictly with the grain line mark on the paper. Secure the pieces firmly using pins or pattern weights and carefully cut out all your panels. Next, apply your fusible adhesive interfacing to the designed pieces, specifically The stiff cuffs, shoulder panels, standing collar, and side accent bands. Make sure to choose an interfacing weight that complements your chosen fabric. If you're using a lighter fabric, opt for a slightly heavier interfacing to provide the proper structure, or use a medium weight stabilizer if your base fabric already has a good body. Step 1. Black belt. Lay your belt panels together with right sides facing. Pin around the edges and stitch along the top seam first. Press the seam open, then turn the belt right side out. Next, fold the bottom row edges neatly inward. Top stitch along the bottom edge to close it and leave the short ends open. Give the entire piece a thorough press to set its shape. The belt included in the pattern is designed as a fitted statement belt, which means you can either stitch it directly onto the dress or secure it using snap fasteners. If you prefer a functional belt with an adjustable buckle proud, make sure to extend your pattern pieces during cutting to an extra length. If you are building a fitted version like mine, thread your buckle onto the belt, position it dead center, and secure it in place. Set the belt aside for now. Step 2. The chest stripe panels. Pin and stitch your contrast stripe pieces together. To construct the striped chest panel, make sure all your lines are straight and parallel. Press every seam allowance open as you assemble each stripe. When pressing open seams, placing a wood clapper or tailor's block over the hot seam traps the heat and flattens the bulk without scorching the fabric. Check your assembled piece against the included pattern template to confirm the sizing and alignment are exact. Then finish the edges using your serger or preferred edge finishing method. Step 3. Belt loops. Serge both long edges of the belt loop strips. Fold the edges inward lengthwise and top stitch down both sides to secure it. Cut the finished strip into 2 equal belt loops and set them aside. Step 4. Bodice panels. When cutting out my fabric, I chose to split my side front and center back panels to optimize fabric usage. If you do this, remember to add your necessary seam allowances. Use tailor's chalk to mark and transfer all dots points onto the fabric. Stitch the back waist slots close and press them following the body contour. Next, stitch the side front panels to the side seams of the center back panel. Press the seams flat and open. And finish the seam allowances with your serger. Pin your prepared belt loops onto the marked points, along the waistline with the raw edges aligned. Press the loops downward towards the hem. Leave them free for now. We will finish securing them after attaching the skirt. Step 5. Attach the chest panel. Pin the striped chest panel to the side front bodice panels, taking care to match all notches along the seam line. Stitch them together and serge the seam allowances. Clip a tiny diagonal slit into the inner seam allowance at each corner of the square neckline to help the seam sit flat. Then set the bodice aside. Step 6. The shoulder seams. Pin the front shoulder seams to the back shoulder seams with right sides facing. Stitch the shoulders close, give the seams a through press, and finish the edges with your serger. Step 7. The neckline facing. Stitch the front and back neckline facing pieces together at the shoulders. If you split your center front facing piece to save fabric as I did, stitch the center front seam as well. If you cut yours on the fold, simply skip that step. Press all facing seam allowances open and completely flat. Step 8. Neckline assembly. Pin the neckline facing to the main bodice neckline with right sides facing. Clipping tiny notches at the square corners will make pinning. And stitching much easier around the sharp edges. Stitch around the neckline, press the seam. And understitch the facing to the inner seam allowance with the 0.2 cm margin to prevent it from rolling outward. Serge the raw center back edges. Your upper bodice is now fully assembled. Set it aside. Step 9. Skirt and hemline band. First, serge the raw center back edges of the skirt panels. Pin the center back seam starting from the zipper placement marked down to the bottom hem. Stitch it closed and press the seam open. Next, assemble your hemline band pieces. Pin the hemline band along the bottom curve of the skirt with right sides facing. Take your time to pin evenly and securely. Circular hems can easily wrap or stretch out of shape if they are pulled unevenly under the presser foot. Stitch along the hemline curve, then fold the band right side out and press. upper row edge. Pin it cleanly against the skirt panel. And top stitch to close it. Finish by giving the hem a solid press. Then add your outer top stitching along the edges and down the middle decorative accent line. Bodice and skirt assembly. Pin the waistline of the bodice to the waistline of the skirt with right sides facing, taking care to align your side seams. Stitch across the waistline, serge the seam allowances. And press the seam upward. Fold the belt loops down over the waist seam and top stitch the lower end securely onto the skirt panel. Now install your 20 to 22 inch concealed zipper along the center back opening using an invisible zipper foot. Once installed, close the zipper to double check that your waistline seams match up across the back and that the zipper glides smoothly. Step 11. Fitting the waist belt. Try the dress on at this stage to determine your final belt placement. You can either hand tag the belt directly onto the waistline or install snap fasteners. I chose a snap-on finish, which accommodates small waistline fluctuation and allows for a comfortable, flexible fit. Step 12. The sleeve cuffs. Mark your decorative contrast placement lines across the cuff panels. Cut 2 long, narrow rectangular strips from your contrast fabric. Pin and stitch the upper edge first, then fold. Pin the lower edge to secure the accent band. Top stitch down both sides of the decorative line and press flat. Fold the cuff panels with right sides facing. Matching the ends and stitch the short seams close. Make sure your contrast lines align at the seam. Press the cuffs into shape and set them aside. retain the cuff blankets. Place your cuff blanket panels with right sides facing. And stitch around the curved outer edge. Notch small triangles out of the curved seam allowances to reduce bulk. Then turn the blankets right side out. Press them flat and add a 5mm decorative top stitch along the perimeter. Pin each blanket onto the center of your prepared cuff bands. Step 14. Sleeve assembly. Pin the sleeve inseams with right sides facing. Stitch close, press flat, and search the seam allowances. Pin and stitch the assembled cuff bands to the lower edge of each sleeve. Press the cuffs neatly upward. Flip the cuffs outward to form the cuff turn back. And use the decorative cuff blankets to secure the fold in place. Step 15. Final dress assembly. Pin the sleeves into the armholes with right sides facing, aligning the underarm seams and shoulder notches. Stitch around armholes and finish the seam allowances with your serger. Give the sleeve cap and shoulders a final press to set their shape. Hand sew your red accent buttons onto the cuff blankets, and your striped Bustier long sleeve dress is officially complete. Finish each tab by hand sewing a red accent button onto the rounded end. Step 1. Black inner collar. Place the inner collar panels together with right sides facing. Pin around the perimeter and stitch along the outer edges, leaving the lower neckline edge open. Trim small notches and clip into the curved seam allowances so the collar turns cleanly. Flip the collar right side out, give it a crisp press with your iron to set the shape, and set it aside for assembly. to the cape body and hemline band. First, prepare and attach the contrast hemline band along the bottom edge of the cape using the same technique we used on the skirt in part 1. Pin the band securely along the hem. Take your time pinning around the square corners and clip a tiny diagonal slit into the inner corner seam allowances to help the fabric lay flat without puckering. Stitch around. Next, stitch the shoulder seams of the cape body close with right sides facing. Press the seams flat and finish the edges with your serger. The hemline press and top stitch along the edges and down the middle decorative accent lines. Step 3. The cape shoulder tabs. Assemble the shoulder tabs using the same method as the sleeve cuff blankets. Place the tab panels with right sides facing. Stitch around the curved ends and trim small notches out of the curves. Turn the tabs right side out and press them flat. Position each tab over the shoulder seams on the cap. Matching the placement markings. Pin securely in place, then top stitch around each tab 5mm from the edge to secure it to the shoulder. Step 4. Attaching the cape body and inner collar. Sandwich the roll neckline of the cape body between the prepared black inner collar panels from step 1. Stitch along the neckline seam, trim the excess bulk, and press the collar neatly upward. Install your snap fasteners or hook and eye closure onto the front collar bracket so the capelet can be fastened and worn securely. the outer decorative collar. I designed the outer standing collar as a separate layer piece to prevent excessive bulk around the neck. Trace your collar pattern onto the white fashion fabric using tailor's chalk, making sure to mark all placement lines of the gold accent bands. Next, cut 2 mirror pieces of the gold collar panels. Fuse adhesive interfacing to all 3 collar pieces to provide structure and stability while stitching. Place 1 gold panel directly on top of the white collar piece and pin around the perimeter. Cut the center opening out of the gold panel and fold the raw inner edges inward to expose the contrast white panel beneath. Stitch down the gold borders to secure it cleanly to the white base. Then give it a solid press. You now have a white collar frame with gold trim. Place the second gold collar panel over the assembled front with right sides facing. Pin the edges and stitch around the perimeter. Leaving a small opening for turning. Clip the corners. Turn the collar right side out and press flat. Due to the thickness of the interface layers, hand stitching the turning opening close using an invisible slip stitch. Work your buttonhole onto the collar tab and stitch the final red button into place. Finish each tab by hand sewing a red accent button onto the rounded end. To finish, add a few small hand tags inside to anchor the outer decorative collar securely to the black inner collar of the capelet. Your high collar button capelet is officially complete. The complete Frieren Cosplay Costume Set is finished. From the structured striped bustier dress to the crisp gold-trimmed high collar capelet, this build brings together classic fantasy tailoring with modern cosplaying practicality. If you would like to sew this exact costume yourself, both the dress and capelet digital sewing patterns are available right now on our shops, complete with printing files and the full studio guide link in the description below. Don't forget that we release brand new digital sewing patterns every single week. If you want early access to upcoming pattern drops, exclusive exclusive sewing resources, behind-the-scenes build blogs, and special member discounts, come join our growing Patreon community. Also, if you love this look but would prefer to own the finished piece, this exact original sample costume shown in the video is currently available for purchase. You can find the sample listing, size details, and sample pricing link direct in the description box. Thank you so much for watching and crafting with me today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram. Happy sewing! I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye!